Yeah, y'all gonna stop coming in my live talking about this Victor dude, bro. We hooping this year. Y'all gonna see.
Alright team, today Victor Wembanyama spoke on whether the Spurs should make a move during the trade deadline. Now shout out to Gladius for sending this post to the Spurs Spotlight Discord. As always, the link to that is in the comments section. But shout out to Maxime for the post. He is a French sports journalist, so I believe this question was asked in French. I even went looking for the video of Wemby saying this and I couldn't find it. So I'm pretty sure this question was asked in French. Now Victor said, "One thing for sure, our roster won't stay the same over the next years. Every roster change a little bit. I don't know, I should look at those things more seriously. I've been focused on my game so far, but for sure I'll take a closer look at it." He's not really giving you too much with this. He's just saying he's going to look at it in the future, but I'm pretty sure a player like Wemby, who is in tune with everything in the Spurs organization, I think he's looked at some things already, but he's just not going to tell us straight up in the media. My personal thoughts on the trade deadline, I don't know if we're going to make a move because it's the Spurs. Looking at the team, we desperately need a backup big man, and we could use some more size and shooting because the rebounding right now isn't very good. But if the Spurs were to make a move, I could really see them going after two players. One we've already talked about here on the channel, which is Jonas Valanciunas. Shout out to Spurs Reporter for the post. This is a rundown of his contract. Jonas is making $10 million a year on 3 years, so that's a pretty good contract, but he is linked to the Lakers, and I was looking for something that the Spurs could go after, but there's really no news of the Spurs targeting any centers. Oh, so it turns out this is a thread. He has Vucevic in here, Robert Williams, Yusuf Nurkic, Day'Ron Sharpe, Nick Richards. So this is just a thread of big men that the Spurs could possibly target. I'm going to leave a link to this post in the description because this is a very useful thread. And so we're just going to go through some of these. I didn't know that he had a whole bunch of these. So shout out Spurs Reporter. Robert Williams could be a good target. The thing with him is he can't stay healthy, kind of similar to Charles Bassey. But when Robert Williams is on the floor, he is very good, and he's only making $12 million a year, which is $5 million less than Zach Collins, I believe. And it's also for 4 years, so he could be a quality backup big man if he could stay healthy. Yusuf Nurkic, I don't think I would want Yusuf Nurkic. He doesn't look really good on the Suns, and he just slapped somebody in their last game. I don't know who it was. Oh, I think it was against the Mavericks. I forgot who it was, but let me know down in the comments if y'all know. Day'Ron Sharpe. The Spurs just played the Nets, so I just got a fresh look at Day'Ron Sharpe, and he didn't really do anything that was too crazy, I think. If they really want to make a small move and nothing too major, I guess this will be a move. This looks like a Spurs move in my opinion. Nothing crazy, but it's just something to get us through the season, I guess. Nick Richards is pretty cool, but I hear things about his IQ. Only $5 million a year for 3 years, so 15 in total. Athletic rim protector and bends energy. I think Nick Richards is like 7-1. He's a pretty good rim protector, so I wouldn't be mad at this. I would actually really like this. I don't know if the Hornets are shipping him or how much it will cost, but it possibly couldn't be that much. So there is actually some options that the Spurs could go after at the trade deadline. I don't know if they're going to do it, like I said before. But leave it down below in the comments. Which center would y'all prefer on the Spurs? We also went over Vucevic in another video. 20 mil a year, but he's having an almost all-star year. The thing is, he's already kind of older, and his contract does go on for 3 years, so it could age like a Zach Collins type contract. But on to our next possible trade target. The next one would be Cam Johnson, and this one, I don't know how realistic it is because I think there is going to be a lot of teams bidding for him, so the price will be kind of high. You got teams like the Magic, Lakers, Warriors. A bunch of teams need shooters, even the OKC Thunder, so they could possibly go after him with all their assets. I think the price for Cam Johnson is going to be like a player in a solid first rounder, so I don't think this trade is actually going to go down, but I was trying to think of something that could possibly go down, and I have Keldon Johnson for Cam Johnson, and I think the Spurs would have to throw in a first round pick in this trade, but I don't know which pick to throw in because I really don't want to get rid of any of these, but this would be an upgrade to Cam Johnson. Have someone who could space the floor and is 6'8", a real power forward who adds size to the team along with needed shooting. But if we were to throw in a first round pick with this, I think this could be pretty appealing to the Nets. You got a piece in Keldon Johnson who's only 25, 3 years younger than Cam Johnson. He could be a part of this tanking team. We did it on the Spurs, so I'm pretty sure y'all could do it. Get the #1 pick with Keldon Johnson, and then that's just added talent to the roster if you get Cooper Flag. I don't know if there's any other shooters on the market. I guess I could do a quick little scan. Okay, so these are all players who are on the trade market, and there really aren't many shooters besides Kevin Huerter, and he's been inconsistent this season, right? Yeah, there's really no three-point specialists. I mean, maybe Michael Porter Jr., but I don't think the Spurs would go after him right now. So the only real shooter on the market right now is Cam Johnson. Let me know if y'all have any other ideas for people we could possibly target. But that's really all I got for y'all today. Y'all leave down below in the comment section, will the Spurs make a move at the deadline? Who would y'all like to see go? Who would y'all like to see the Spurs acquire? As always, be sure to subscribe, and until then, I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.